Okay, I got the Detroit over on the bench, and I'm going to show you. I've got the bracket off of it here for the governor. It mounted up right there, came out here and engaged in this spool right here, and it was loose, as you saw in the previous clip there. Let me show you what actually was going on with it there. Okay, this brass piece engages into the circle there on the crankshaft, and what was going on, I've made a brass bushing to go over the pin, and I also reamed out this hole to make it more concentric, and I've got it to where we can put that together like so, and take a look there at the bushing, and it's got a spot for lubrication here. This is kind of a rag packing to hold oil, so I'm going to put that back on. That pretty much tightens it up. It was real wobbly on that pin, so that pretty much fixed that. Give you a closer look at the air intake valve here while I've got it off. Let me turn around here. I don't know if you can see inside there or not, but there is a valve that opens in there. Probably can't see it very well, but it looks like any other poppet valve, and it's on a spring here. This is adjustable here, and I've gone ahead and moved these nuts down a little bit so it doesn't take quite so much to hold that shut. When the engine takes a breath of air, it'll actually pull that valve open atmospherically. And had to remove this to get that governor arm off. So just wanted to give you a better look at that. Lots of cool engineering on this engine. So we'll get her back together there, and we'll work on the float next. I'm also taking this opportunity to shine up some of the brass on this thing. I'm not going to make it mirror finish, but you know, nice and clean, better looking, and you know, I've been cleaning some of the tubes and just taking some of this wadding polish. I've got a whole bucket of this stuff, and it's kind of an oil-based wadding polish there, and just cleaning things up. And the next thing I've got to do is get the engine off the base and probably unbolt it here from these wood frames, handles, and be able to get to the tank to get it cleaned out. So that'll be my next trick. But got some float material coming to replace this float and get it fixed. It's not in there right now, it's over here on the shelf, but anyway, get that float fixed, and should be having it making smoke here soon, I hope. Okay, here's the old float. Showed you that before. Here's the float material I bought off the web here of a restoration place. You get this amount, and of that I sawed off a puck of it here, and this puck just fits down inside the bowl chamber. This is a little small for the bowl chamber, but I'm going to start with the regular 2-inch here. This is 1.7 or 1 3/4. So I've got to drill the hole through it yet, and I made a little thimble for it here. I've got it on it's cooled off now. I soldered a washer on it. That's going to go through the float material there, and then the center stem that's in the mixer will come up through here, and I'll put a little clip on it to hold the float in place instead of using this wire. So that's the plan here. Okay, I had to do a little trimming on the float, but got it running on a temporary fuel source here, and float seems to be working good. Had a few anomalies with the ignition system, and I had to adjust the governor to slow it down, but seems to be running pretty good. little trouble with the points there. So we'll just have to work on it a little bit at a time. Do have water in it, so staying nice and cool. And seems to be running just fine. I'll put you on the tripod here. Play with it a little bit. There we go. And I'll try to reverse it here for you. This is a timing adjustment here. Keep having to play with that. I'm going to check the battery voltage to see what's going on. See if I can reverse it. Let's go on the other way. Okay, I ended up trimming down the float a little bit. Trimmed its diameter down to about the 1 3/4. Put a little wire bail on it there. And I've got probably almost an hour of running time on the engine now, and it seems to be okay. It's been setting for a little bit and it's cold now again. I'm going to try to cold start here again. Still on the temporary fuel system. The tank is dirty, so I've got to get it out of there and get it cleaned. But I've been working on getting it running, you know, and getting it straightened up. And I may end up having to replace that buzz coil. That's an old, looks like maybe an original buzz coil. I may have to put something a little bit newer out of a Model T or something in it. So, and they've got rebuild kits for them too. I'll have to see if I can buy some new points and stuff for it. But the governor box seems to be working fine. Had to adjust the 2 nuts there on top of the air stem, the valve stem there. Closed it down a little bit, and that allows it to run slower. So let me put you back on the stand here. I'm going to put some fuel in the primer cup and see if we can get her started again. Okay, let's see what we can do. I did make me up a little squirt bottle here for a primer. Put a little fuel in it. Turn the battery on. Boiler. That was easy enough. I don't want it running too fast. That's about right, I think. There's more of a working speed for it. I like that speed. So okay, we're rotating this way. I want to reverse it. This advances it in that direction. Gives me a little more advance, a little more power. This retards it in that direction. Gives it less power. So if I want to run this way, I'll hold the ignition off, pull this all the way back. As soon as it comes to almost a stop, I'll release it. Go back the other way, straighten it up to 0 advance. Top dead center is where it's firing now. If I want a little more power, I'll advance it just a little bit. I don't know if you can hear it on the tape, but I can. The exhaust note's just a little crisper when it's advanced. That's full advance. Take a rag here, wrap around the pulley and give it a little load. Governor comes in. I was squeezing pretty hard on it there. Full advance like that. Here it hit pretty hard. I just want to let it idle. I'll bring it up to 0. It's just a nice idle right there. Probably slow it down a little bit by actually retarding it some. Let's see what happens. Way retarded there. A little unsteady. Bring it up to top dead center. Seems to be fine. Hope you liked it.